What is up, guys? DGWhip here, back again with another video. Today we are going to be working on the red G35 over there. I'm not going to be able to complete it today, of course. I don't have the transmission in yet, but I did just get a whole bunch of parts. I have a bunch of shit here. I'm sorry, it's a mess. I have the mass airflow sensor I need, and it is the right connection, so that's good. I already went ahead and cleaned that off camera. I have an oil pressure sensor switch. I'm pretty sure it's going bad because it's giving me low oil pressure randomly, but it's not consistent, and it's actually a common problem for the oil pressure switch to go bad on these cars with high miles. So I'm just hoping that's it. I have my clutch, the pressure plate, the flywheel and throwout bearing and pilot bearing and everything in there. The rear main seal, I'm pretty sure that's leaking, and I'm taking the transmission out, so of course I'm going to replace that. There's no reason not to. I have an AC line here, and I actually have a transmission mount and the AC condenser in there. I'm just waiting on one more AC line, and I should be good to go with AC, hopefully. But today we're going to be installing this and seeing if we can get the car to run normally. I'm pretty sure that's the main issue. The car is not going to run too well without a mass airflow sensor, so getting that installed is essential. I'm also going to be replacing the PCV valve. I'm just going to be using my older one because I forgot to get one. This one works. This is off my old valve cover set. I'm going to put that in there just for preventative maintenance and just to make sure everything's good to go there. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and pull the car in here. So I don't know if you guys heard when I revved it. It got to like 2,300 RPMs and it just like bump, almost like two-step, but like not two-step. And it wouldn't go over that. So just to get an idea, I drove it like that 30 minutes home. It's funny, I went to go start the car and it was acting like it didn't want to start. And there was just no gas in it. It's running so rich, it's just plowing through gas. So I have to put a couple gallons of gasoline in it, and then it started right up fine. So okay, so we got the eBay intake hooked up here, and this is not the best fitment by any means. This is just to make sure that we can actually get the car running and not run super rich and actually run correctly and get the car to rev over 2,500 RPM. So we're gonna go ahead, now that everything's hooked up and tightened up, we're just gonna go ahead and give it a start and see how she runs. So the car was able to rev normally, and I didn't go too hard because it is a cold engine still, but the car seemed to be able to rev. And it's funny, you can tell it's running rich because the car backfired pretty loudly. I don't know if you guys were able to hear it. I don't know if the car is tuned or if it's just because there's test pipes or what, but that makes me happy. That means this car is at least somewhat drivable. No, the transmission, everything is still completely shot, but we are just waiting on that. I just wanted to get the car at least running in good shape. Now I'm going to be switching out the oil pressure switch, and I'm going to see if the oil pressure light still comes on. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out of the park really quick. Okay, so I went ahead and replaced the sensor. It's hard to see. I might write in the video, but it's right there. This is the old one. Now I don't know if you can tell, but I went ahead and put some leak dye in here. This car has all the leaks. It does look like it's leaking from the oil pan, unfortunately. And it does look like there's a leak coming from up top somewhere. I really just don't know what it is. And it kind of is confusing me because it's not really obvious. There's some on the AC compressor. And I don't understand that one. But I'm pretty sure we have a rear main seal leak as well. This car has all the oil leaks, and that's fine. I still need to replace that caliper bolt. I need to order it. Or I can go to the dealership and get one. Yeah, I really cannot tell where that leak is coming from. It is really confusing. So I have my really cheap OBD2 scanner tool that I use Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to connect to. I'm just going to reset the codes and see if I can get that multiple misfire detected. Now there's a lot of codes here. Some of these are not like valid codes. My thing is kind of weird and it like gives me dumb shit, but oh, it says timing over advanced. Okay, that's interesting. Intake air temperature sensor high. All right, yeah, we're gonna reset these codes and see if they come back. I do believe there is a bad cam sensor, so I'm gonna be placing those. Okay, so now that we cleared our check engine light, we're just gonna see what codes come back now that I have the mass airflow sensor connected. I know some are gonna come back for sure, but we're just gonna see. Interesting. Definitely have some other weird issue. I really hope it's not out of timing, because that's not an issue I want to deal with. I do think they did a timing job and they probably didn't do it correctly. Oh man, that's kind of disappointing if that's what that is. I wonder, is this tuned? Let's see. Okay, it is not tuned. Thank God. Yeah, we might be out of timing, folks, and that is not good. We are smoking out of the exhaust. I don't know if you can see. This kind of sucks. This is a big setback because now we have like engine issues and we already have transmission issues, and now I'm kind of like, do I even want to continue with this project? I mean, this is like, that's a big job if I have to do timing, and I don't even know how to mess with timing yet. And I'm kind of scared to be honest, but we're just gonna play this by ear. We're gonna figure this out, and we're just gonna see what the actual problem is. Okay, so I happened to look under the car just to see if it was leaking anything really bad, and we are leaking a ton of oil, and it's not just a leak. This is coming out of the flex pipe on the exhaust on the Y pipe. So that means that oil is coming through our exhausts, and that is a lot. That's not just a little bit, that is like run out of oil in one trip. Yeah. That sucks. That shows to me something's wrong with the valves or something. I don't know, I'm not like an expert obviously, but something is going on with the engine and we might be fucked, and we might have to put an engine in this shit, which is really going to hurt my pocket if I do decide to do that. I might just cut the losses and get rid of this car at that point, because that's just so, I'm literally gonna be rebuilding the entire car, and I thought the engine was at least good, but now I'm kind of sucks I didn't catch that. I mean, look at all that oil, Jesus Christ, it's coming out of the exhaust. As soon as I turned the car off, it stopped. My educated guess is that the piston rings are just completely shot and oil is just going straight past them. And I mean, that is so much oil though. Like, this car was running for like 2 or 3 minutes and it just created a puddle. And I'm really shook that I made it 30 minutes home. Maybe that's why the oil pressure light came on. Jesus. Okay, so I sat and thought about this, and this might not actually be a really bad thing. This could actually be a good thing in the end, and I'll tell you why. This might actually be a good shell to do the VR30 swap into a G35 instead of my reliable G35. It's because this is so torn up and already like beat up in a way, in a sense. I don't feel bad about tearing an engine in and then throwing something else in here, and obviously when you do that, things are gonna get dinged and scratched, and plastic is gonna get warped, and things are just gonna get messed up. It's not gonna be like how it was from the factory at all, especially when you're dropping a bigger engine in, and then things aren't gonna fit. I'm gonna have to custom fit and cut everything, you know what I'm saying. What I could do is take off all the good parts off the motor, take this motor out, part it out, part everything else out off the car, take this motor out, get rid of the transmission that's already shitty, and get rid of anything I don't need for the swap. But I do need this to roll, so I'm gonna have to keep the wheels for now. And then I could probably just maybe sell all my other stuff off on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever, even the transmission, and I'll easily be able to sell a CD09. That's no issue. But this might actually be a fun project to do, and I might keep this and save it for the swap. So this is just a good lesson about life. You never really know what's gonna happen next, and things can happen, they can suck. The trick is to just look at things optimistically and don't get so bummed out. There's obviously a reason why this happened. This could be the car that goes into SEMA. Obviously, we're gonna need a lot of work and touching up, but I plan on wrapping the car and doing everything and doing body work, all that crap anyway. All right, guys, sorry, this is a different day. My outro didn't record for some reason, or I lost it. I don't know what happened, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Please subscribe and like if you're new to the channel, and leave a comment down below if you have any tips, or you know what's wrong with the car, why there's a bunch of oil pouring out of the exhaust, all that. I love the support and help, and I'm still learning a lot, as you can tell. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.